All right, let's get to the action.
All right.
Need lines though. Gonna need a lot of lines. I can tell you that. Radford in Daytona Beach. That's dangerous, by the way. That is dangerous. Radford is laying 12.5 against this awful ass Chicago State team that I refuse to ever take again. It's still dangerous though that Radford is laying 12.5 to me. I'm taking Radford though. Mac.
Radford's been good against non-bye games. They're undefeated outside bye games. Yeah, we have to bet this, Colby. It's a standalone game.
Fuck.
No, I mean it starts at 10:30, but there are 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock games.
They're on the TV alone for the whole first half.
It's not an island game.
See, Bieniek, he's going to lock 2.5 games, so he doesn't want to add a third.
And when we come in tomorrow night, he's going to say, I would have had a winning night if it wasn't for that goddamn Radford play, guys.
It's not an island game, though, to the definition that we've been
making up the rules
2 years.
Someone's got to do it.
Rules. I'm just saying it's not an island game.
Someone's got to do it.
Radford first half.
Chicago State plus 12.5. Lock it up. One thing I one of my favorite stories was I saw I was just randomly back 20 years ago or whatever, got drunk at some friend's house, crashed in Radford, Virginia, somewhere on campus. Didn't know anyone in the fucking house really, besides one person. And I wake up, it's like there's snow on the ground and someone's getting their car towed. And someone tells someone else in the house, and this dude comes running out, and he proceeds to punch the tow truck driver in the face, which was awesome. Like, I just imagine waking up, you're hungover, and you're like, hey, someone's car is getting towed, and you go outside, and you just see some dude punch the tow truck driver in the face. Tow truck driver then runs back to his car after a little tussle, and within 3 minutes, the police are there because the car is still up on the tow truck. And then this guy gets arrested. He's not even wearing a fucking shirt. It's snowing. And I was like, yeah, I like this place. Right. But Radford throws down. I'll say that. If you have not been there.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be hungover in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'll tell you that right now. That is why Chicago State covers at 12.5. Radford wins by 8.
I'm going to lay the points.
I don't think my guy Darius Nichols has had this big a number yet. I'll take a flyer on Chicago State. They got the look ahead to Fort Wayne in the finals. Radford's going to get by 10:30. Let's wait though, because we can get 14.5 right now. I think we can get north of 15 tomorrow, Colby. But yeah, I'll be on Chicago State just because it's a standalone game.
Let's go with these Cougs. All right, let's go. Moving along, Miami, Ohio is taking on Siena. Ohio's laying 3.5. Don't insult me. Jerry Mack for Prez. Give me that lock with these St. Bernards. They're winning this thing outright. Redskins won't get it done. Mac, what are you doing here?
Battle. Give me the Redskins here. One of these Redskins got to win. Give me Miami, Ohio. They're off the Michigan debacle. They're gonna take it out on Siena.
Bieniek?
I'm gonna take the points with the Red Hawks too.
Well, they're leg points.
Who are the Red Hawks? Okay. Anyway.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
We got a battle. Mac going with the Redskins of Miami. Dundee. These big ass St. Bernards. Let's go. All right, moving along. Hampton, Duquesne, no line on this in the Cayman Islands.
6.5.
Duquesne's laying 6.5.
Yeah, 6 or 6.5. Duquesne's laying.
Give me these Pirates, man.
They've been playing good ball lately.
Yeah.
9-point loss to Providence, 9-point loss to Norfolk. They beat UMBC by 10 on their own floor, and only a 14-point loss to a really good Boise State team. Hampton's kind of figured something out recently.
They're kind of live on the money line. I agree, Clark. We all three agree?
No, I like Duquesne. You know me, man. 0-6 team, laying 6.5.
Yeah, it's just Duquesne.
I'm going to take the points of the bed and breakfast, but this is too short for me to bet it.
I was hoping
moving along.
Battle you.
Howard is heading to Baltimore, Maryland. Take on UMBC. These Retrievers. I think we should consider betting Howard here after that loss. I kind of like them as a better team here, and the fact they lost. I think they bounce back. I'm going to lay the 2.5. I can kind of be talked into a lock here, Mac.
I'm off this game. I just
Howard hasn't impressed me this season. They're little. I have them on the fraud radar.
UMBC just lost 3 home games in a row. I kind of feel like they're the right side here. I don't think that I think Howard would be a team that they could get right against at home.
I think Howard's just better.
I'm gonna lay the points with the UMBC too.
Moving along.
Probably bet all these games.
Ball State is taking on Eastern Kentucky, the Colonels.
You want a Cordy Love line?
Yeah, what's this line?
Eastern
Minus
Kentucky
1.5.
is like 1.5.
I'm gonna lay it.
Oh,
does stink.
Reeks.
Yeah.
Mac?
Give me Ball State. I like taking the team coming off an embarrassing loss going to the destination. I think it refocuses them.
Bieniek?
I think this one smells. Ball State does not have a D1 win yet this season. They have a loss to Detroit Mercy, which was their last game that Mac's talking about. Somehow this line's only 1.5. I'll take the points. They probably win this game.
Drexel's taking on IPFW. Do we have a line on this?
Fort Wayne is laying 3.5.
I will lay the 3.5.
I will too. I think I'm going to bet Fort Wayne. I like what I've seen from them in the bye games. I mean, they were good against Penn State. They have good wins. They drilled Southern Indiana, who's not bad, and I just think that they're the better team. Give me the veterans here in Daytona. I'll lay with Fort Wayne.
I'll join you.
I'm taking the Mastodons too.
Double lock. Let's go. Shout out to Dusa. Moving along. UAB, Louisiana and St. Thomas. What's this line?
UAB is 9.5.
I would like to lock this. This is what I would like to call the VCU spot, or who was the other 3-team tournament? Who's in the Princeton spot? Yeah, I would like to call that this spot because I think UAB needs to get out of there with at least one win in this MTE and in the Virgin Islands. And yeah, I think they've kind of come close to hitting the basement here, and they beat up on Louisiana. I'm going to lock this up.
You talked me into it.
Noah Bieniek, Moneyline Mag, locking up these UAB Blazers. I'm staying away. All right. Next up, Jacksonville. Take it on Mercer and Fort Myers. Jacksonville's laying 4.5. I'll lock Jacksonville minus 4.5. Mac?
I'm going to stay off this one. This one kind of rakes off the Virginia Tech bye game win.
It's a good point, but I just think I'm still.
Yeah, they're way better.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but 4.5. I hate that number. I'll lay with Jacksonville. No lock.
Bieniek?
Yeah, this was part of like the Fort Myers Invitational played like branch off games, on campus games prior to the tournament or whatever. And yeah, Jacksonville and Virginia Tech here in Fort Myers together. If that means anything, not sure, but I'm gonna lay the points with Jacksonville. I think this is a nice low scoring game that they're gonna be able to win by 2 possessions here.
All right. Next up, Boise State, South Dakota State. This game's awesome. What's this line here in Georgetown?
Boise is -11.
Block. Give me South Dakota State plus 11. Mac?
Why is this number so big? Boise look like shit today. I just think the culture of South Dakota State keeps this game close. I think South Dakota State's almost blowout proof, where they can they run their offense. They hang in games like the Tommies. Give me South Dakota State. I'll join you. Lock it up.
Boom. Double lock on the Jackrabbits. Bieniek, are you fucking coming or what?
Yeah, this line's pretty disrespectful. Cocked on Napkin had it on the number for what it's worth, actually at 12, but I'm going to stray away from this. This is going to be a great game tomorrow. I firmly believe that. Let's lock it up.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Triple lock on the Jackrabbits. Let's go. All right. Next up, Memphis, UConn in Maui. Memphis is catching 9.5. I'm locking up Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers plus 9.5.
I am too.
Do we have another triple lock?
Yep. Let's do it.
I already kind of explained it during
now we got a problem.
I'm sorry.
During the Maui bracket portion, but I firmly believe that UConn is not battle tested heading into it, and the interior defense is going to be tested by this Memphis style of play. 9.5 is a bit too much. Lock it up.
Triple lock on the Memphis Tigers.
Maui is not going to start off with a blowout.
IUPUI, Ooey Pooey is heading to Huntsville, Alabama. Take on these Bulldogs for Alabama A&M. I will not bet this game, but I think Ooey Pooey is the right side. Mac, what are you doing here?
Give me Ooey Pooey.
Give me Bama A&M and their home MTE. They go in 2-1.
The Salukis are heading to Estero, Florida. Estero? How do I say that? To take on the Bulldogs of La Tech. La Tech's laying 5.5.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna lay the 5.5.
Ooh, I'm locking Southern Illinois. Louisiana Tech unbeaten no more after tomorrow. Undefeated team coming in. I think the Salukis are battle tested. Give me the Salukis. Lock it up. Sprinkle some on the money line.
Woo! Money line back. Locking up these Salukis. Utero, Florida. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Where the fuck is that? I've been to Florida. I don't think I've been there.
They've been down there. Salukis been down there for a couple days too, because they just played in Gainesville.
Yeah.
Is that by Miami? Where's that? What geographically? Where in Florida is this?
I couldn't tell you. I've never heard of this place either. And I
never
go down to Florida every March.
Let me Google Maps this.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I'm much higher on this Louisiana Tech team this year. Give me the Bulldogs.
It's
the only thing that keeps me away
from
betting this is
Fort
that
Myers.
Southern Illinois has been hanging out in Florida for the past couple of days. So,
ready by Fort Myers. Illinois State's taking on the Colonials of George Washington. The Colonials of George Washington. What's this line?
GW is laying 1.5.
We'll lock up Illinois State. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm torn on this game. I think Illinois State's better, but I think it's a true toss-up. Give me Illinois State. No lock.
Shop around on this one too. This one's kind of all over the place. Circa's got this head of pick 'em. I'm on the Redbirds.
Yeah. Penn State, Fordham in Daytona Beach. Penn State's laying 15.5.
Oof.
Mac, I think we should consider locking Fordham.
I do think it is a sell high, but the problem with Fordham is, who did they get drilled? They got drilled the one time by, who was it? St. John's. It was St. John's on opening night. They are off back-to-back losses, and it was a heartbreaker against both Manhattan and Drexel, back-to-back like buzzer beaters. I think it's a tad too high. Let's go. I'll join you on this one. I like the handicap. Fordham.
Double lock. Fordham Rams. Bieniek?
I'm going to take the Nittany Lions. They've been kind of rolling, stomping a lot of these teams so far this season. I think that continues.
I think I'm perfect ATS on Penn State games this season, which means I should
First
lose this one, huh?
I mean, it's different in these MTEs, man. It's a different atmosphere, different environment.
Cal State Northridge is in Missoula, Montana. Taking on these Denver Pioneers. Do we have a line on this?
Denver
Northridge
plus 6.5.
Yeah, Northridge minus 6.5. I'll lay it. No,
Oh man,
Denver sucks away from home. Like no,
they do. I think Northridge is the better team.
Yeah, I don't love this, but I'm going to take Northridge minus 6.5 here.
All right, I'll join you. I'm not betting it either, but it's tricky because Denver's like going to be used to the altitude. You know, Northridge
might be a game 3 thing in the MTE. Maybe, I don't know.
Colorado, Michigan State, and Maui. Michigan State's laying 7.5. Give me the Buffs to cover the 7.5. All right.
Look out, just watch him go. Down to Buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy out of Buffalo.
This guy's fucking singing over here. Mac, what are we doing here?
let's lock it, man. Izzo's not getting these preseason 30s, and Colorado's getting disrespected. They've looked the part. I know it's been at home, but I mean Izzo and Sparty haven't looked the part at home recently. They've been sneaking by. So give me Colorado as a dog here. I think
all right.
Game. Let's go. Look ahead to UConn.
I'm at a 7.5 with the Buffs. Come on, Tad. Bieniek?
Yeah, the last time they had a winning MTE was back in 2022. Michigan State is who I'm talking about here. And we've loved the Cal Poly team, and we've been talking about the Colorado Mesa 4 players that followed Mike DeGeorge. You know who didn't? Was Trevor Baskin, their best player. And he all of a sudden is like the best player on Colorado this season. He's been an absolute stud. And this Colorado team is actually kind of fun because Elijah Malone's also an NAIA All-Star. Colorado, keep an eye on this team in Maui. I think they might be a little bit better than we thought. 7.5. Too many points for a Michigan State team that's not going to be able to pull away because their weakness is shooting. Lock it up. Money line too.
Triple lock on the Buffs.
Spinal.
Take Tad when he's under, when everybody thinks he sucks. You fade him when everybody's blowing him. Let's go.
Triple lock on the Colorado Buffaloes. Let's go. High Points taking on Old Dominion in Georgetown. What's this line, Mac?
It's Cayman Islands.
Yeah, Georgetown, Cayman Islands, right?
Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure you didn't think it was it at Georgetown University.
Oh,
it is.
I got the CYM in there.
Yeah, I see it now. I'm blind. 12.
The beer will do that to you.
I think you lay it. Old Dominion sucks. What you doing here, Mac?
Is this a smash spot for High Point?
It might be a smash spot.
Yeah, we should probably bet this. We should probably bet this.
ODU has been garbage.
Yeah, they lost to Boston College today by 30.
Oh, I bet the Old Dominion today. So yeah, I watched how shitty they were.
Old Dominion is another one of these teams that has just looked like dog shit so far this season. Most definitely wrong so far on Mike Jones. It's going to take him a lot of time for him to get this Lions team or Monarchs team relevant. So, this is another lock.
Triple lock. Mac, you in?
Yes, I'm in. Let's lay some chalk here.
High Point minus the points. All right. Next up, we are going to the Virgin Islands, where Longwood and Kansas State are doing battle. What's this line?
K-State's laying 9.5.
Here you go, Ike. I'm taking the Lancers, and they could be live in this one too.
I think we got to lock it, man. It's too many points.
I'll lock K-State. They're bouncing back here, just like they did against GW game 1. They win by 12-15.
Yeah, I'm not locking this.
We got a battle. Dundee with the Lancers. Mac with the Wildcats. All right. Mary Mac is heading to Lowell, an actual home game for UMass Lowell. This is not a neutral. What's this line?
Lowell minus 7.5.
Give me Mary Mac plus 7.5. Mac?
Merrimack fringe lock. I think they're live in this game. They're way better than that 1-4 record that they got.
Yeah. Bieniek?
Merrimack's going to keep this close. They already beat Vermont, who's the best team in the America East. I think they keep it close. I'll take the plus 7.5.
It is fringe lock.
Next page.
Michigan, Virginia Tech, and Fort Myers. Michigan laying 11.5.
Lock it up
with the Hokies.
Virginia Tech this season has scored 64 points against Penn State, 64 against Jacksonville, 58 in a win against Winthrop. Michigan is going to this season, entire season. You're going to need to score 80 to beat Michigan, in my belief. The other night against Tarleton, I mean, they took their foot off the gas. They actually played with their foot in the first half a little bit there. Virginia Tech's been pretty rough to start lately. Penn State lost, Jacksonville lost back-to-back games. Michigan State is going, or Michigan, not Michigan State. Michigan.
Whoa.
Michigan's going to play around with this Virginia Tech team.
Fool-ass bitch made punk.
Thoroughly believe that we're still going to have all these turnover issues. We're going to look sloppy as hell, but we're still going to run up score.
I'm taking the Hokies plus 11.5.
Are you locking Michigan?
Yeah, I said lock it up like right away. Yeah.
I'm battling. This is Seton Hall. Coming off the bye game loss. Laser focus.
Virginia Tech's not Seton Hall. Mike
Young's going to have those guys
team.
ready to play. Michigan's overlooking Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech keeps this within the number.
We got a battle in Fort Myers. Bieniek with the Wolverines. Mac with the Hokies. I'm staying away. Next up, Clemson, San Francisco, and Daytona Beach.
Oh.
Give me the Dons to get this thing. Mac?
I think the wrong team's favored. I think the Dons are going to get it done. Lock. San Fran.
Ooh, I don't know about a lock, but
I like the Dons. Off the wall.
Moneyline Mag locking up the Dons. Bieniek?
I'm going to take Clemson. And for what it's worth, Colby shortened me out of 1.5. Michigan can be found at -10 right now.
I told you I made the slides at 8:00. All right, you guys can you guys can step on that all you want.
Shop around, everybody. Yeah. There's only 700 fucking books out there, everybody.
Yeah. Next up. The fucking Long Island Sharks are heading to Rock Hill, South Carolina. Where the fuck is that? All right, I busted out my atlas. I don't know where the fuck Rock Hill is. All right, but don't worry, we're going. We've been at Peter Luger's since the last time. All right, we went down to that foo-foo city, Queen City, Charlotte bullshit. And let me tell you, we went to that Fleming's bullshit. Their steaks are hot garbage. And what is this line, Moneyline Mac?
What do you think it is? How many do you think Winthrop's laying?
9. What?
12.
You know,
Did the number even matter? No. The answer is no.
I once went to South Carolina once. I saw a fucking alligator exhibit. They're a bunch of bullshit dinosaurs. All right, these fucking sharks will go down to South Carolina and take care of whatever creatures they got. Give me the points, Rod Strickland and this team. They can't get in foul trouble. They almost blew that Charlotte game. They're a thin bench. But goddamn it, this team is good. They got hot. At Rock Hill, South Carolina, I never seen the type of athlete we got coming into their bullshit town. Catch you at the goddamn Waffle House afterwards. It's one of those chicken fried steaks, absolute dog shit meal. But we got to do it before we get back to Peter Luger's. Let's go. Mac, tell me you're locking this, right?
I am. And to another point, the Winthrop just came off the Louisville game. So they're coming off a physical game where they played pretty well. I mean, they were in that game for a little bit against Louisville, and that was a get-up spot against Pat Kelsey. They ain't worried about the Sharks. Yeah, I'll take the Sharks here, plus 12. I like the spot. They're still down there.
Sprinkle. Let me tell you, my sister Teresa, she never heard of Rock Hill either, right? And I can tell you this, sprinkle. All right, it was an omen. She was sprinkling her fucking cupcakes at the house. We had the family over. But I can tell you, when she was just done with her casserole, and she told me the sprinkles, all right, sprinkle some of that money line with these fucking Sharks and Rock Hill. They're live, Bieniek. If you don't triple lock this, I swear to God, I'm going to take that goddamn hat with that fucking bullshit M. All right, you guys are excited because you dropped 50 on Northwestern?
It's a triple lock.
There we go. There we go. He says it with such enthusiasm.
I could feel his energy.
I mean, he was talking about a football result impacting a basketball bet here. Yeah.
Michigan basketball ain't been fucking relevant since Glenn Rice. Let me tell you. Triple lock on these Sharks. Got your fucking Romeo Robinson poster still on the wall. Anyway, he didn't even know who that is. He was like negative 30 years old. Tennessee State's catching 10.5 at Chattanooga. I think we should consider betting Tennessee State.
I like Chattanooga here. I'm not a believer in this Tennessee State team.
It's a little brother angle.
Yeah, but Chattanooga, I mean, this kind of reminds me of that Moorhead game. They blow it open late.
Fringe lock for me with Tennessee State. I'm a little lock crazy right now. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I am also. I'm going to lay the points with Nuga. I think they've kind of dropped a little bit in power rating, but again, not fully healthy. Like if somehow like they gain another starter or two that they've been missing in the front court here, like I think that would inversely like give Chattanooga a boost. Hopefully it doesn't screw with the already chemistry, but even so, I think the backcourt for Chattanooga is great. So I'm going to lay the points here. Double-digit win.
New Hampshire. Oh God, what could go wrong here?
Columbia 7-0.
What's this line?
16.5.
Holy shit.
Columbia, the fucking greatest team on earth. They have covered every game. They win every game. Actually, they didn't cover against Long Island.
You're goddamn right they didn't. Give me New Hampshire plus 16.5. I got a song for that too. Mac?
I think I agree with you, and I'm just looking real quick. Columbia finally hits the road next week. The last time they were on the road was Villanova, so it's been a minute. They've been at home forever. Yeah, give me New Hampshire. This has gone too far.
They were at Long Island.
Oh yeah, you're right. But that was in New York. It's the same thing. It's right down. Unless you're Long Island, who can't.
Albany's in New York, but that's about 4 hours west.
Let's go. Let's go New Hampshire. Lock. Dude, this is the highest number they have laid by far.
Double lock on these Wildcats. Love the Tom Tolbert reference in the chat. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm going to take the points, but I think it's a little far-fetched even for New Hampshire in this spot too. I'm going to stay away from this one.
All right, North Carolina A&T's heading to Buffalo to take on these Blue Bulls. Could it be another classic case of Blue Bulls here for us? I think A&T's going to win this game. Give me A&T.
I think A&T wins too.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I think that's the right side. Buffalo's been really inconsistent this season. They just came off a win against Morgan State. I'll go the Aggies.
No bet.
Cornell is heading to New Rochelle, New York. Take on these Gales of Iona. Cornell's laying 1.5 against the greatest coach in college basketball. Don't insult me. Iona all day. Should we lock this, Mac?
Yes. Iona has had a week to stem off of that West Virginia beatdown. Cornell, I think, come on, get out of here. They're off the Robert Morris loss. I think Iona's better. Wrong team favored. Iona outright. Just because they're 1-4 doesn't mean they're good.
I'm with you. Double lock that thing with the Gales. Bieniek?
Second road game of the season for Cornell. They lost by 17 to LaSalle.
Yep.
The first road game. Iona, on the other hand, played pretty well against Delaware and then beat Vermont, who I think is still a solid team. They haven't played great to start the season. I think the wrong team's favorite, and I'm betting on Tobin. Prove me wrong. Or prove me right in this case. Yeah, lock up the team that is the wrong. Lock up the team that should be favored because the wrong team's favored in this one.
Well,
things escalated there.
well, I don't get. They bring the in cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
I feel scared of our wager now, Mac. The last time I did this, didn't we lose by 30? Anyway, yeah, triple lock on Iona.
Yeah, we double locked Iona against West Virginia last week, Colby.
Yeah, and they scored like 40 points. Next up, Commerce. Texas A&M Commerce is heading to who pays for this? That's what I want to know. They're heading to Massachusetts, take on Stonehill. These Skyhawks, these Skyhawks have turned a corner apparently.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
What's this line?
Stonehill's laying 2.5.
Stonehill.
As they should be. They paid to get a win here, hopefully.
Give me Commerce.
Bieniek?
Cocktail Napkin has this at 2. I think Stonehill wins the game, so I'll take the graveyard.
Green Bay is heading to Columbus, Ohio. Ohio State's laid 24.5. I can no longer fade Ohio State because they've made me look like a fucking fool in all the times they take the dogs. So, but I feel like, no, I'm doing it one more time. Give me Green Bay plus 24.5. Mac.
Ohio State big one Friday against Pitt coming in on the Peacock Network Black Friday game. I like Green Bay here. They've been feisty in these bye games. I'm going to lock up the Phoenix. I think they take it easy on Gottlieb. I
just can't lock it. I've lost by like 1,000 both times I've taken the dog. One of the Mac locking up the Phoenix plus 24.5. Phoenix?
This is a win-win for me. I either get to see Gottlieb get blown out, or I get to see Ohio State not cover. So, give me a 24-point game, and Ohio State doesn't cover by half a point.
Lamont is in Edinburgh, Texas, taking on the Mexicans, UT Rio Grande. What's this line, Mac?
I think this one was like 11.5 with Rio Grande.
Damn.
Yeah, man. You got to pay for the Mexicans now.
I will fly. I will swim with the Dolphins. Not going much further though. I don't know. No lock. What are you doing here?
No lock. Give me the points. That seems a tad too hot, man.
Bieniek?
I think I like the Mexicans in the spot. I am going to lay the points with Rio Grande.
All right. Next up, Missouri State, Boston College. The hell's this line?
Which spot is heavier? Missouri State after an upset win over High Point, or Boston College winning a game by 30?
Boston College hasn't won by 30 since fucking Bill Curley. So that's been a long time. What's that line, Mac?
Boston College minus 2.5.
Yeah. I'll lay it with BC, but no bet. Mac?
I bet Missouri State today. I'm going to bet them again. I think the dog continues to roll here. They carry the momentum. BC plays tight, coming off a 30-point win, like you said. Give me Missouri State lock.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I think Missouri State wins this one, but I don't love the spot for either team, so I'm interested to see the outcome here.
Moneyline Mac, lock it up, Missouri State. Utah Tech's taking on Montana in Missoula. Got a line on this one?
10.5 for the Grizz.
Give me Utah Tech plus the points. Mac?
I'll lay it. No bet.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I like Montana here. Yeah, minus points.
UTSA is heading to Troy, Alabama, where the Trojans are laying 11.5 points. It's too much for me. Give me UTSA in the points. Mac?
I was just getting ready to say, I kind of want to bet this.
We should bet this.
Yeah, this has gone too far.
Let's
UTSA. Pretty close game.
Shout out to Jackson in the chat. Give us $2 saying Giga Mags. Let's go. Appreciate you. Woo! Bieniek, you down triple lock here?
No, I'm not gonna lock UTSA. You can get a 12.5 out there though, if you want the Roadrunners.
Hell yeah.
I am on the Roadrunners though. Meet.
Oregon State's heading to Denton, Texas.
Excellent.
Take on these mean green. Mac, I was thinking about this game a lot earlier today. And I was thinking we should lock North Texas because the Beavs are off the Civil War.
Why are the Beavs in Texas?
Who knows?
I think North Texas is the play here. Now, I know this is almost like a Virginia thing. North Texas doesn't score a shit ton. but I just feel like it's a bad spot for Oregon State.
Yeah, it's a horrible spot, and I'm just North Texas making sure they don't have like a look ahead. It's my favorite line to lay 6.5. Take the 5.5, lay the 6.5. I like North Texas here at home to put it on Oregon State.
Thanksgiving Day, they're in a Kissimmee, Florida ESPN Events Invitational.
Let's lock it. Bieniek, you in on this?
Oregon State.
You in on this, Bieniek?
I'm going to take North Texas, but look ahead for North Texas, let down for Oregon State. Don't love either.
All right, so that's just a double lock.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to my Eagle sound drop? It's somewhere here.
Green.
NC Nick took that off your soundboard.
He might have when I was recording at his house because I can't find my fucking
Where
Eagle.
The fuck is that Eagle? Get rid of this.
Yeah, this bastard. Anyway, shout out to Moneyline Ed giving us $20. Appreciate you, Moneyline Ed. YouTube.com/The College Experience, folks. We are grateful for the whole chat. Everybody that can help out, we are very, very grateful. Incarnate Word taking out South Alabama in Mobile. What's this line?
This line is South Alabama laying 7.5. I'll lay it.
Give me IDub, even though they were just in Flagstaff. It's a far trip.
Yeah, I'm going to take the -7 here too.
I said I'm taking the points.
Yeah, I'm going to take the -7 here too. Max on South Bama, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I love comments like this. All you do is take the points after we just double lock North Texas laying 6.5. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, wait a second here. We have lots of ones that we took. I mean, it might be more dog heavy tonight, but
High point.
Like this is one that I was thinking we should wager on. What's this line?
Arkansas is like 35.5.
I'm gonna lay it. I'm not gonna wager on it though. Maryland Eastern Shore at Arkansas. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna lay the points here, but don't love this at all because
they don't blow anybody out. Arkansas.
No, they're. I mean,
Eastern Shore is fucking horrible.
They are terrible, but
they're very bad.
Yeah.
I'll lay it.
Shout out to Daniel in the chat, guys. Honestly, though, if you're an ASU football fan, he gives us $5. Thank you. Do you buy tickets to Dallas now or bet the Arizona Wildcats plus 8.5 or both?
You keep telling me he's an Arizona State fan, Colby.
Well, he's basing it off the history of Arizona State, though. This is the type of game they blow.
Bet Arizona.
I mean, I'm going to bet Arizona.
I would not advise anybody to bet the rival.
Oh, I mean, I just feel like it's a you get to ruin their whole season. Arizona's got every reason to win this game. Mac, what do you think?
It just, how bad do you want to emotionally hedge yourself?
Don't buy those tickets to Dallas. This is the Big 12 we're talking about, right? Where every
Mac's saying that because Arizona State needs to lose, so West Virginia can get there. That's why Mac.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, that would help. That would. I need Oklahoma State to win too, and Houston. But just look at the Big 12 the whole year. The favorites never win.
Very true.
Yeah, look at Utah.
Yeah, in OK State, they haven't won a game yet.
Indiana State.
Lock.
Yes, is in Evansville taking on Southern Indiana. Give me the Screaming Eagles.
Is this a neutral site game or is this
Southern
Indiana?
No, this is on their home court. Yes. Give me the Screaming Eagles money line. Lock it up.
Shout out to Southern Indiana getting to host this game. Yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah, they stormed on them 2 years ago. They're gonna storm again.
Yeah, lock it up.
Storm that court.
Triple lock on the Screaming Eagles. All right, folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Pick'em is one of the big sports. There's college hoops, college football, NFL, MMA, NHL, NASCAR, NBA, everything. All right, sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, SGPN's proud partner. Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions for betting on money lines, spreads, totals, props. You can build your own model, or you can copy one of the top models from the leaderboard, or you could have Rhythm adjust around whatever you like. You select what you like, and they would do that. You can now track the props in the Rhythm app. So what are you doing? Hop on over there. They just added college hoops. They already got college football, NFL, NBA. Rhythm's got it all. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Daniel's asking, what do you? I think you take those Wildcats plus the points.
Don't
you just storm
Dallas. Look between
field. I love fading the team that just stormed the field. Central Michigan is heading to the barn. Some say the best stadium in college hoops, where Minnesota's laying 13.5. I will lay 13.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
No, I can't figure out Minnesota. What should I do here? Or Central Michigan. I can't figure out either of these.
Whoever says the Barn's the best arena in basketball doesn't know ball.
I hate these fucking Michigan schools. What should I do here with these schools?
Well, you always bet Eastern. That's what I believe in.
Yeah, I'm going to take Central. They are very inconsistent, but the one time you can trust them is when they're typically on the road against the better team. For some reason, that's when they play well. They'll lose a dumb home game to Stony Brook, but they'll go on the road and beat South Florida or Louisiana, whoever they beat this year, South Bama. So, yeah, I think they compete. They'll keep it within 10. Minnesota hasn't looked tremendous this season.
He sold me. Let's go. Points. Go Chips.
Quinnipiac, the Aqueduct, head these Billikens. St. Louis lay at 7.5. Give me the Aqueduct plus 7.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
Is this the get right spot off of the Wichita beatdown Friday night? I think I'm going to lay with St. Louis. You know me. I like to fade the Aqueduct. I think they're phony. Counterfeit.
They are phony. But I don't know. This St. Louis mascot always disturbs me.
I'll take St. Louis.
All right. Next up, Eastern Michigan is heading to What the fuck is this game? They're heading to Houston.
Why are they there?
Do we have a line here?
Yeah, hold on. I just saw this crazy line.
EMU -4.
Oh, you can't lay him as a favorite on the road?
I'm logging up Eastern Michigan -4. It's what we do. Eagles soar. Mac?
I'll battle you. They Houston Christian was chippy the other day with Rice at home. Let's go. Give me Houston Christian.
A little brother game.
You pieces of shit ruined my last Eastern Michigan play, which would have hit. All right. And I blame you two specifically.
What did I do?
So I am never listening to you guys on Eastern Michigan hoops ever again.
They just want to run it right. Yeah.
Eastern Michigan basketball is perennial underachievers.
Tell Earl Boykin that to his face. I dare you. All right. No, they're getting this done. Bieniek, you're on Houston Christian?
No, I'm on EMU.
Let's
he
go.
loves doing this shit. He argues and then he just takes you the same side.
We got a battle. Dundee with the Eagles. Mac with the Huskies. All right.
Clark Townsend says that's the most 1-800 gambler game I've seen all year.
Oh yeah.
There's an edge there. McNeese is in the Virgin Islands taking on the Flamin' Libs. Great game. Absolute great game. What's this line, Mac?
Colby, Liberty is favored by 1.5.
Let's go Flames. They're my pick to win this thing. I could cash 2 tourney futures.
I will bet on Will Wade. I have a strong ass offer for you to join this wager, Bieniek. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, we are a McNeese podcast. We love Will Wade, and the reason I like him, Liberty just had the late game. It was a hard fought game against a Big 12 physical game. Now they got to play McNeese with all these athletes. I think McNeese wears down Liberty throughout the game, blows it open late, wins by 7, 8, 9. Yeah, McNeese, your Virgin Island champs. Let's go.
Yeah, this has been the perfect setup. I'm going to pull a Mac. Going to take McNeese State to win this game here. So far, McNeese has played 2 pretty, smooth sailing games. Win against Illinois State, win against Longwood. Neither of them really challenged to beat the Pokes in this. I still think that McNeese is a little undervalued from the early stumbles they had against South Dakota State and Alabama, who I believe are 2 really good teams. So I think the wrong team's favored in this. So yeah, I'll take a money line piece on McNeese and guarantee myself some profit.
This is gonna flip, like Trevor said, which means we're fucked.
Yeah, yeah. South Carolina's taking on Xavier. Xavier's laying 6.5.
For what it's worth, I'm locking McNeese with you guys.
Well,
I don't get. I brain man, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
Where the fuck is this music again?
Oh, I thought he froze.
No, I just I'm having difficulty here. The wee hours of the night here. Here it is. Triple lock on McNeese State. What are we doing here with South Carolina Xavier?
Locking up Xavier.
I agree.
I kind of like the Gamecocks here.
Mac, like in South Carolina?
Yeah, I think Xavier's first game away from home, I think they're overvalued. I'll battle you guys. Give me Lamont Paris as a dog here. He was good as a dog.
We got a battle. Mac on the Gamecocks. Phoenix, Dundee with the Musketeers.
It's not a true road game. And we also saw what happened when South Carolina took a step up in competition already this season. They lost by 17.
Oh, that was in Bloomington.
It's not a true road game for Xavier, though.
Oh, it's the first game away from the Cintas Center. That's a hell of a home court advantage.
I still think they're the much better team in this matchup.
San Jose State's in Henderson, Nevada, taking on the Miners of UTEP. Tink. UTEP's laying 5.5.
Ooh, this is a dangerous game.
It's actually really hard. I'm gonna. You know what? Give me San Jose State plus 5.5. Mac.
I was just getting ready to say, don't we like to just take UTEP as a dog and fade them as a favorite?
Yeah.
They go through these scoring droughts. Tim Miles. Check the picks page. I'm going to end up betting San Jose. It's a favorite dog line of mine, 5.5.
Bieniek.
I haven't seen anything that makes me want to bet San Jose State so far this season from them. So I'm on UTEP here. I think they'll win it by 2 possessions.
Norfolk State is taking on UC Davis in Davis, California. What's this line?
5.5.
You can get a 6.
Davis just knocks off Grand Canyon. I could totally see Norfolk State winning this against them. Give me Sparty plus the points. Mac?
Yeah, I'm trying. How many road games has Norfolk played now in a row? Because they started with Stanford, covered easily, then covered the other night, depending on what number you guys Grand Canyon. I like Norfolk State for sure. I think they're live.
Bieniek?
I like Sparty, but this has been quite a road trip for them. This is UC Davis's first D1 home game this season, so
Win is a
I'll take the
17-point dog outright on the road, coming back home, laying 5.5.
I'll take the points, but I don't love it.
Little Rock is heading to Champaign, Illinois to take on the Illini. Illini laying 21.5. I normally love taking it Illinois minus the points in these spots, but I think Little Rock can stay within this number. Give me Little Cock with 21.5. Mac.
Little Cock started to play better. They were getting healthier. Give me the points here. Illinois, they just came off their big beatdown, getting that bad taste out of their mouth.
Bieniek?
Illinois, this is usual practice for the Illini against these little mid-majors. They might run it up again. The Arkansas look ahead worries me a little bit, so I won't play it this time. But we cashed on Maryland Eastern Shore pretty easily. I think this one's kind of similar. They won this one by 15 or so.
Abilene Christian is heading into Hattiesburg to take on Southern Miss. What is this line?
This game is not in Hattiesburg. This game is
this is in Montana, Bozeman, I think.
Abilene Christian laying 2.5. Lock.
Wait a second here.
They just played tonight.
Yeah, it's in Bozeman or Missoula, whichever MT they're in. I can't.
This is hilarious. The website I'm using said this is in Reed Green Coliseum.
It is in Bozeman, Max Worthington Arena.
Glad to see they really did their work there. Yeah, give me Abilene Christian.
I'm betting Abilene Christian. Southern Miss is on a 3-game road trip. They got drilled at South Dakota State, drilled at Montana State. They're staying in Montana for the other night. You're getting Abilene rested. Southern Miss doesn't like the cold up there. This is a miserable trip to Montana. Corbello has no interest in playing. Abilene.
What was the line again?
2.5. Abilene.
2.5 for Abilene.
Oh, I might join you. Moneyline Mac, locking up the Wildcats of Abilene. Check the picks page. Yahoo also says it's in Hattiesburg. It's crazy.
That's crazy. There's no way that they're playing at Hattiesburg, though.
Both of these teams are in the Missoula.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, but I'm just it's interesting.
They just played yesterday.
So. How can this many people be wrong?
I'll take Abilene Christian.
Because it's Abilene Christian, Southern Miss, and they don't care like us.
Auburn. This is in Maui. Take it on Iowa State. Auburn's laying 3.5. Give me these clones plus 3.5.
Cool logo.
Enough of this bullshit. Used car salesman. Bruce Pearl. No, I like Auburn's team this year. I just think Iowa State's in the spot to get it. Donaldson saying you can get 4 out there with the Cyclones.
You can get
I'm going to take it
for Auburn too.
Mac.
Oh, I've talked about this for weeks. Give me the Cyclones as a dog. Otzelberger has been money in these situations. Lipsey's still a starting point guard. They're tough as nails. They played with their food in the bye games, but they're ready for Auburn. I love the Clones outright. Let's go. Cyclones home game too.
Lock battle. Iowa State's not battle tested for this one yet. Mississippi Valley State, UMKC, IU, Indy coming in. They're playing the number 1 team in the country, in my opinion. And Auburn can win in multiple different ways. They can win a fast up tempo style of game, or they can win in a knockdown, drag out physical battle, which I think this one's going to be.
Or they could lose in Hawaii.
They're going to win in Hawaii.
Give me Auburn to go in 3.
I think Auburn gets the job done. Game 1. I wish this was the championship game, but I think this is like the championship game in round 1, guys.
We got a battle in Maui. Phoenix with Auburn. Dundee Mac with Iowa State. Next up, Long Beach is heading to Henderson, Nevada to take on UNC Greensboro. UNCG's laying 7.5. That's too many points for me. Give me Long Beach State plus 7.5. Mac?
I'll lay it with Greensboro. I think Long Beach sucks.
I think they do too, but I just feel like that your body clock. You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, in a way that should be pretty tricky for Greensboro. This game would be ending at 1 a.m. local time for them. Yeah, and they're coming off the Indiana game that was pretty physical. So, dirtbags it is.
All right, final game on the slate: Dayton, North Carolina, in Hawaii. What
time are we doing tomorrow's show? We doing it during this game?
I don't actually. It's up to you two because I am on a triple header, so you two are rocking tomorrow, unless you want to go live at 3 a.m.
Well, that's why I'm asking. So, like, we could for sure. This one ends at 1:30.
It's up to you guys.
I can wait for you if you want to rock late. But I don't know.
We'll communicate after the show.
All right. Off the stream discussion. I was hoping to maybe lay it out for the people, but that one's a little bit deeper. We'll discuss.
Well, you know. Give me Dayton in the points. I think they're live. Mac?
The same thing I said about Otzelberger goes for Anthony Grant. And these MTEs, these preseason tournaments, Anthony Grant's been money. They have upset big program after last year with St. John's.
Kansas 1 year. Yeah.
Kansas at the buzzer. They've beaten everybody. So I like Dayton. I think they're live. I think we're going to get an Iowa State Dayton semifinal because both teams are going to have the crowd to push them just over the finish line. Let's go. Flyers.
All preseason, I've been hemming and hawing.
What's that?
All preseason, I've been hemming and hawing on a Dayton money line call. I've decided to reel back in the reins. I really like what Hubert Davis did. He scheduled a road game against the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, who are a pretty good defensive squad. And the team got some time to mess around on the islands before this thing gets started. I like UNC to win this game. I think it's too many points. I still love the Flyers in this spot. But North Carolina, I think they win the game, and I don't feel nearly as good about it as I did, in the preseason. And we didn't know that Seth Trimble was going to be, 1A to 1B to RJ Davis this season. So, yeah, I'll take the +8 with Dayton, but I won't lock it. Actually, I'm not going to lock it.
Shout out to Josh giving us $2. Appreciate you. That's our slate. Let's get to our top plays of the night. Bieniek, do you have yours ready?
No, I don't.
All right. I'm going to start off with Southern Indiana against Indiana State. I am then going to jump over to the North Texas Mean Green. And then you better believe it's the Long Island fucking Sharks swimming heavy through that bullshit Rock Hill, South Carolina. I have nothing against Rock Hill, South Carolina, but it's just, I do tomorrow. Mac, what are you doing? Top 3 plays.
Top 3. I've had the Cyclone circled here. That's my number 1. Otzelberger, drag it in the mud, control the tempo, keep Auburn out of transition, play off that crowd. I like McNeese to take it home and wear down Liberty with their athletes in 3 games in 3 days. And then number 3, I agree with you. Southern Indiana, they're going to beat Indiana State. That's an inflated line based off of what Indiana State did last year. Let's go. That was
Screaming Eagles. Screaming Eagles.
That was
Found it.
Now you know why NC Nick does not like
it.
It scared me. I was like, damn.
Bieniek, where the hell you going, and explain your logic on all these picks?
UAB -9.5. They do not get out of the Virgin Islands without a thumping, and they go 1-2. They salvage the weekend. Memphis +9.5 against UConn. I've said it a couple of times during the show. I think UConn's got some flaws this season that haven't been put on the full display because of the tomato cans that they've been playing. Interior defense, Memphis. They'll get some points in the paint in this one. 9.5 is too many points. And then Xavier -6 against South Carolina. I just think that there's a clear difference in talents. I think Xavier's on another level than South Carolina this season. And we have not seen the Xavier team really, outside of Cintas Center, like Mac has said. But we have seen both of these teams against high majors. One took care of business and one got blown out. So give me Xavier -6.
Let's go, folks. That's our show. Make sure you give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. Apologies for the unorganized episode, as had to handle dogs, but we'll be smoother tomorrow, hopefully. Check out the college football experience. Obviously 12-team playoff looming. It's fucking fantastic. Check out the FCS college football experience. Just 24-team playoff starts this Saturday. Check out that. Check out the college baseball experience, with that getting closer and closer to that. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. I am live talking college hoops tomorrow morning, as well as tomorrow night on the SGP, as well as our college football show on the college football experience. So buckle up, folks. Till next time, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
Spit my darts, you get ripped apart. Save the cookie cutter mother for 106 apart. Cause of your liquor will I sip your heart. You never dumb it down, dog. If you're smart, I throw out a couple of lines. Fighters are quick to cross. Fishy, you on a dick to lie. Pitch you off, it goes. Tits and bras, lips and jaws. I use my common sense to see the bitch and all. Good thing you got the market corner. Kids and malls. Grip the rag carpet as you slip and fall off. Another career spear. Thanks for trying to block. You get an A for effort and an F for shut the fuck up. Here's a hint. Put down the mic, you catch a glimpse. And keep your minds wide when you see me. Mics, I seize them. So when you see him, you got a good reason to look. Catch a glimpse. A lot of these heads need to improve their improv. Talent's not a program you download to install. Quality spread through hard work, no involved. My peers respect me because I'm genuinely involved. Beyond gathering names to build up my buddy list. You decide friendships and pounds of suicide and bloody risk. Come equipped or leave empty-handed. They don't call me C's for nothing. See the camera? Smile. Click. Here comes the picture. You act like a child. Manhood don't fit you. I'll break your whole style down to a bumper sticker. And never need a gun to lift you. Here's a hint. Put down the mic and catch a glimpse. And keep the minds wide when you see me. Mics, I seize